So what's up this morning, guys? Ed from Kansas City. So check it out. It is 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, 3:30. Well, actually, it's 3:20 in the morning. I am headed to do an Amazon Flex Drive block, which is a route, passing out packages. Normally some deers on this street here. So I figured I'd make a quick video. I don't know how quick it'll be. I really don't know how quick it'll be, but kind of give you guys an idea from my perspective of what it's like driving for Amazon Flex. It can be good money. Don't worry about the time on that clock there, because it is not right. So here we go, guys. We're pulling up here at Amazon. As you can see, there's a lot. The army is here, guys. The army is here. This is a full lot, guys. I'm talking about cars parked where they not even supposed to be parked. So this is your early birds, guys. The early people coming to work. I've been doing this about 2 months now. There's the baskets, as you guys can see. Everyone gets a basket like that. Sometimes you get a lot of boxes and you got to use your trunk like that guy's doing. I'm talking about sometimes it can really fill your car up. So as you can see, this lot is filled to capacity. It's full. So there's a person there doing their route. There's a person with full of boxes right there. Sometimes it seems like the fewer the packages you get, the longer your distance or your commute to deliver packages. I'm gonna see if I can get a parking spot right over there somewhere. All these people looking for parking spots. Yeah, normally this is for a big percentage right now. It's normally not this super packed, but it gets packed, guys. So yeah, Amazon has an army, guys, of deliverers. It's like, you know, they can compete with USPS, I mean, for drivers, honestly. So I'm gonna park right in here, guys, right next to my man here, and get this show on the road. So I'm gonna pause here. So what I got to do is get onto the app here and get signed in. So we pull up the app there. This is what you come up with. Shows my route for today. It's an early bird route. Now it's 3:27. I'm supposed to be here at 3:30. Sometimes if you get here that 3 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes after, or even later, after your block, they send you back. So it has me to identify myself. Gotta retake the picture. So to have me, first of all, look at this thing. It's doing stupid. So the first thing to do is to have you to identify yourself, and then to have you to verify. Once it does that, it'll go through, and then it'll tell you to identify yourself. So I'm going to go in here with my ID and then get verified and things like that, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back, and here's what I'm working with for today. You see he's dissecting his. This is what I'm working with today, guys. This right here. These packages right here. Not a lot at all. So let's get going here. All right. That's where I am delivering to today. It seems like it says Lawrence. Oops. hit the cluster. So as you can see right there, that's where I'm going. All over there. I only have 20 packages. I have my route is, I'll show you guys my route today. Let's look at it. Calendar. Here's my route for today, guys. Right there. 3:30 to 8 o'clock. All right. So scan that. It's dark out here. All right. So as I get ready here, get these loaded up, and then I'll get back with you guys on my route. I'm just going to show you how far my distance for what I've gathered so far is. It seems like the smaller, the fewer, like this cart full of stuff over there, just all boxes. So from what I gather is, oops, hold on guys. I might need to go out and back in because the app is acting stupid. So let me go in and back out. So my commute here is, oops, don't need you there. So my commute is 40 minutes is where I'm going. So I'm gonna get loaded up and then I'll be back with you guys. You see I'm driving my good car. This does put a lot of wear on your vehicle. I kid you not, guys. It's, yeah. More on that later. Be right back in a minute. So I got my cart put back up. Let's rock and roll. All right. So as you can see, as I was saying, guys, there is an army out here. And normally, depending on how many packages you got, it seems to me it dictates what kind of route you're gonna get. For what I've seen, so this place is completely packed, guys. I mean, completely. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, so let's roll. So, yeah, there you have that. So power and Godhead, I got my scriptures going. They are without excuse, because that when got my scriptures going there. And that probably ain't gonna hold up there, guys, as you guys know already. But so what I normally do is get here and then I shoot my baby Carmen. Hey baby, what's up? She was still up when I left. That's how her sleep pattern is nowadays. She just really doesn't get any sleep. She's up like probably 18 hours a day or so. Sleeps maybe the other here and there, off and on. So from what I've learned, now you seen that I showed you that that pay structure that I got for this route. It's a 4.5 hour route, 3:30 to 8, and that's not the norm. I've been doing it 2 months now, and when I first started for 2 months ago, that same route I was doing it for about 4.5 hours, was whatever 18 an hour is, which would be 76, 80, 82 maybe, something like that. Yeah, 76 times plus 9, 36 and 36 is 72, and then you would have 9 to that, which would be 81. So I started out at the base. I was doing the base. I signed up a year ago. Last year, slightly after we moved into our new home in Carmen. So so I started out there, and as I said, guys, the wear that it does on your car, this is the only, besides Carmen's car, which I don't want to use her car for this, this is the only car I have that's workable right now, that's running. So it's the car I have to use. Somebody honking at me to get out, but what do you think, I'm just gonna run out there? But yeah, that's the Army, guys. So I started out with that base pay there, and after about a month and a half, almost a month and a half, I decided that I was like, it's not worth it. And so I met a lady one day at the spot there, and she was like, you know, sometimes if you're there and your route does not show up, and within the time frame of about 25 to 30 minutes, if you don't get a route, such as today, if my route had not showed up, they would have paid me. They would have paid me.
Keep left to take the
ran that light there.
towards 150 west.
They would have paid me. They would have told me they don't have a route for me, and I still get paid. So whatever you was getting that day, you still would have got paid. So the lady was like, she was like, let me see if that's recording. Yeah, she was like, I seen her leaving, so I was like, oh, you must have got a free one, because I've gotten a free one before, guys, for like a 3-hour one or something. And she was like, yeah, I needed that 100. Yeah, I deserve that, she said. And I'm thinking in my mind, 100, you know. And I was debating with Carmen. I was telling her, I told her, I said, last year when I signed up, I saw higher pay grades. Like when I started working now in whatever, February, today is May the 2nd, early in the morning. So when I started driving in February, but I noticed the pay was very different. It was, I'm like, you know, it was like the base. I was like, I saw worse. Back in February, I was like, last year, right? Last year, I was like, I saw something better than that, because when I started to do it last year, I just never did it. Didn't feel like I was pretty much put in a position where I needed to do it, so I didn't do it. And I didn't do it then because I saw some of the deliveries, like the base pay basically, and I was like, oh, that ain't worth it. Go out and do 4 hours or 3 hours for $70, $80. I was like, that ain't worth it. And so when I started now that I have to do it now because I'm in a financial crunch, so I got to do whatever I can to make those, to make up for what I'm missing, especially without a van, and I can't go out to the outside flea market where a lot of where the better traffic is at. So I'm stuck at the super flea where it gets slow. So as I was saying, so I can get some more light to you guys. I don't know if that helped or not. I think it did. But as I was saying, I asked the lady, I said, don't you mean $90? I went back and asked her, because I just had to know. I was like, don't you mean $90? Because that was the highest I had saw. Because I would always pre-schedule. I would, you know, go out 2 or 3 days in advance, and I would make my schedule, and I'm making the base pay. And I asked her, and she was like, no, I mean 100. I mean, this is 3 hours for 100 and like something. And I'm like, huh? And I went and showed her my phone. I said, I'm only getting 90 for this 5-hour route. And here she is getting 120 or whatever for a 3-hour route. And I'm like, dang. And she said, no, don't accept those. She said the key is don't accept those blocks, refresh, keep refreshing. And so she taught me, I learned through her and a few other people that don't accept those base ones. Now, if you have to, people will accept them. I drove them, but as I drove them for that month and a half, as I told you guys, it's just not it's not worth the wear on the car, the constant, you know, driving your vehicle, the gas you have to spend, the miles you're putting on your car. I've already put, in the last couple of months on this car, I think I have put about, I would say every bit of 9,000 miles, guys. I got my odometer right now at 7,000 and something, and I've reset that, the miles for a trip. I've already reset that once at least. So it's just at 7,000 right there. So to be honest, I think I've put about, because I'm at 92,000 miles on this vehicle, and I think I started this at like maybe 70 something, maybe 80. So I've put over about 10,000 miles on this vehicle in just a couple of months. And just recently got an oil change that I will never do at Mercedes-Benz in Aristocrat, that Crooks over there. $700 something oil change and brake flush. That was a rip off. Then my engine light comes on the vehicle. It's like, what the hell's going on here? What did y'all do? Anyway, so now what I do is I just kind of go back in and refresh it, and so now I only accept the routes, or try to accept the routes. You never know if I'm in a situation where I can't get none, because the thing about it is, guys, here's the trick too. A lot of the routes, I don't understand. There are tiers. People do get priority based off their standings, their record, their track record, and their longevity, or how long they've been doing Amazon running. So some of them will get priority over. They will get priority over accepting some higher paying routes, and maybe they have a base pay of say $25, and they accept routes that's going to. I've seen one. The highest I've saw so far is, I think, 3 hours, maybe $475. But the moment you click to schedule it, it is already gone. So, and that's going to happen repeatedly, repetitiously. People are going to snatch those routes. It's just like the thing about it is, you have to be fast enough that as soon as something pop up, of course, you're going to get your basic base pay routes when you go in to look for blocks to schedule. You're going to get those base pay ones that's going to be lined up, and they're going to be there, and you have to decline all of those and then refresh and keep refreshing and hoping that others will pop up besides the base ones, and they'll start popping back up. But people are so fast, because what they do is, rather than looking what the route is, so as far as what it's going to pay, how many hours it is, what day it is, a lot of them, what they're doing is they're just clicking accepting. They're just scheduling it as fast as they can, and then they go back and look at it, and if it's not what they thought what it was, then they just reject it or forfeit it, which I don't know the extent of how many times you're allowed to keep forfeiting routes, but it shouldn't be a problem if you're doing it, you know, at that moment, and it's scheduled for, say, a day later, or it's nighttime and it's scheduled for in the morning, you know, like 3 a.m. So a lot of people like that 3 a.m. Like you said, that was packed. That is the most I've ever seen the lot that packed, and that was filled up. And for me also, I want to let you guys know this, to get this one for today, it wasn't easy, because I haven't had a lot for some reason. I don't know if it's what they're doing in the station or whatever, but I haven't gotten a lot of those lately. But obviously they have, you know. So you really have to stay up sometimes. I'm talking about, you have to stay up sometimes at 11, 12 o'clock, sitting there, hitting refresh. And that's what some people do. If you're doing this full time, if you're making this a full-time job where you're getting anywhere between $30 and $50 an hour, yeah, you're gonna be attentive. You're gonna be doing what you need to do to make sure you get your schedule, you know, make your money that you need to make. So there always are routes, but it depends on the pay. And as I said, I started declining doing the base pay ones. I already got one tire now in this car that has a slow leak on it. and I got an engine light on already on the vehicle. I'm increasing the mileages on the car, so the car is depreciating. I'm putting a lot of wear on it. And here it is, it's almost 4 in the morning now. And guys, ladies, I do not like driving this early in the morning, this late, this dark. Because a lot of times they can see you to the country where there is a lot of gravel roads, dirt roads. Like a lot of times, most of the times they're gravel, just rocks, dust and all that. So it's a lot of farmland. And the thing about it is some of the houses are so spread out or far apart, or they have the long driveways, and they have the driveways with the curves and the turns, and you gotta turn off the dirt road or the gravel road onto somebody's personal lot, personal driveway in the dark. I'm talking about some of the areas have no lighting whatsoever. So me as a person, as a guy, I'm uncomfortable with that. Really am uncomfortable with that. But as you see, I'm right here doing it this morning again, even though I told myself last week, I said I'm not accepting or doing any more routes at 3:30 or this late. Maybe 5.
To take the highway ramp towards Kansas City.
5:45 routes, 5:30 routes are cool because daylight is approaching at around 6:30 maybe at the latest. So it's not that bad. But those other routes, I do not like. Okay.
Keep right to take the highway ramp towards Kansas City.
The app also is a problem, guys. The app it misdirects you sometimes. So let me look where I'm going here. It misdirects you sometimes. It has the wrong directions. Sometimes it tells you to go left when you're supposed to be going right. Yeah, the app does that. It gets confused, and sometimes the directions.
4 miles on US 69 PS North.
Sometimes the directions throws you off. So it's not as detailed as Google Maps or the Apple Map, but it's a it's a much more sophisticated and complex app because of the packages and each and every address, whereas Google may not take you to the exact address. It'll take you right to that area, whereas this one is designed to take you exactly to the right area, even though there's times that it will take you to the wrong address or to the wrong location. And I hate when that happens. So I'm really uncomfortable with driving this late. I do keep I keep my little pocket knife here, because the main thing I'm concerned about when driving, this car in front of me just driving so slow. It's like, what's going on, bro? What's the deal? The main thing about driving this time of the day, early in the morning like this, for me, it's the construction on the road. So that's always a problem. The app doesn't take into consideration constructions at times. It don't take into consideration if there's a train going on the track in a certain area. You get penalized if you don't deliver certain routes or certain packages because the customer was not there. You'll go to a apartment complex that packages or need to go to the mailing room or the leasing office, and the leasing office is not even open.
In 2 miles, keep right onto the ramp towards I-435 West.
It's not open, and so a lot of things like that. A business is not open. It's not even open. It says on the business has the time of open hours, of operation there, and nevertheless, those routes will still be in your schedule, So, and so, like I said, It's a lot of, it's not necessarily, it's good money if you're not getting that base pay. Like I said, you're gonna have to circle back and backtrack, and you're gonna have to take care of the car issues. You're gonna need tires. Like now, I think I'm needing all 4 tires because it's like I've had this car over a year now, and I've only changed probably 1 tire that had a screw in it or something. So driving like this, you know, you're putting 10,000 miles on your vehicle like this. Yeah, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need to change. You're gonna need to fix all of that. So let's see where I'm going here.
In half a mile, keep right onto the ramp towards I-435 West.
So 435 West. So yeah, it's a lot of wear, and I don't plan to do it. I wish it was something I had started actually last year, to be honest, when I signed up. That way there could have been a balance, you know, some extra income back then before it became a thing where I needed it. I need to do it, have to do it. Something I have to find a job that kind of works on my schedule, you know. So so normally I'm going way faster than this, guys. Exactly. That's another thing that puts on your car, because I'd be in such a rush. I'd be like, I'd be trying to get done. I be trying to get done. I don't be trying to be out here doing any route, day or night, for the full time of the scheduled delivery. But there's sometimes you can't get around that. Sometimes you can't get around it. Like I got a 4.5 hour route, 4.5 hours. I only have 20 packages, but that's a low amount of packages, and not all the time we do that. Is that a guarantee that if you get few packages, you have a longer trip? You can get a fewer packages and have them spread out. Like I had last Sunday. Last Sunday I had 15 packages. I had a 3-hour run, and it used all that time. I'm talking about I went from Shawnee, Kansas, from Shawnee to the Plaza, to Raytown, to Independence, to Liberty. I'm talking about it took me, those 15 packages had me driving, which I'd rather drive than getting in and out of the car. So I'd rather drive than get in and out of the car. I'd rather do that than the stopping and going, the constant stopping and going. And like I said, 20 packages is a small amount. Yeah, 20 packages is a small amount. Got 19 minutes left still. You see, this route started out with 39 minutes, guys. Still got 19 minutes left, you know, till I get to my first stop. So a 40-minute drive from my first stop, and that does not, you don't know if it's going to take you even further from where the area you picked it up at, or from where you live at. So yeah, there's routes that I've used over a half a tank of gas. This car is like not like Carmen's, where it's a gas saver. So sometimes a route could be, this car in front of me does not know how to drive. I guess that's why he stayed there, because he's about to get off. Exit 1B. So,
in half a mile, keep right to take the exit 1B for KS10 West towards Lawrence.
KS going towards Lawrence, guys. Turn that volume up some. So, yeah, this is not the norm of the amount of packages that you normally get. Like I said, sometimes the highest I've gotten is like 49 packages.
Keep right to take the exit 1B for KS10 west towards Lawrence.
There's sometimes I've gotten 30-something packages that filled the entire car because some of the boxes
Continue
were so
for 5 miles
large.
on the ramp.
So, but I figured I'd show you guys. I only have a small amount of packages today, but I got a 40-minute drive here. By the time it's time to go back home, normally it takes me about, if I guess, my guesstimation is like, it varies though, because it can take me an hour to pass out 10 packages. It can take me longer, depending on the distance between deliveries and stops. And sometimes, like last Sunday, that was the longest distance I've ever had since working here. I'm talking about, I went and dropped off one package, and I got a 15-minute drive, then I got a 20-minute drive, then I got another 20-minute drive, and it's like they were spread out. It's like, oh no, you driving today. Which I like that better than, like I said, just getting in and out of the car, you know, stopping the car, the brakes. I need brakes on this car now, because driving fast like I do, which I'm not driving fast now, just making a video. And then at nighttime, at this time I normally don't drive fast anyway at night, because the visibility is not, you know, 20/20 necessarily, if you get what I'm saying. It's dark, you know. And yeah, that's why I said I do not like the night, guys. So there are people at the station, as you noticed, some of them were paired up. There are some couples that both do it, and that's good money, guys. They do it as a couple, and they never, like one couple I know that does it, I've met them for years at the flea market, Super Flea, and I saw her one day because I didn't see her husband, and I was like, you solo today? She said, oh, never. And some women do have some fears, guys, because I mean, I'm a guy and I have concerns. I don't want to call it fears, but I have concerns. I keep my knife mainly for dogs, but I do feel uncomfortable.
In 2 miles, keep right onto KS7 north towards Bonner Springs.
I do feel very uncomfortable pulling up in somebody's driveway or walking up to someone's house at these hours of the day, because your Amazon vest is not necessarily visible. And then sometimes you're pulling up into the back of people's houses, guys, because the way the house is situated, you're not necessarily going to be facing the house. You're going to drive on their driveway, and you're going to go into a curve and be in the back of their house. There may not be lighting. I do keep some lighting. You do need lighting like such, or, you know, like the other one I have, which is like the gun lighting, because you can't even see addresses sometimes. So that's another thing I do not like about doing this at nighttime, because you can't see the address. You know, you can't see the addresses of houses, so you don't know which house it is.
Keep right onto KS7
and there's times I have to use Google when the app is giving me the wrong location somewhere. I have to use Google to try to better find that location. Sometimes you find yourself going into apartments or businesses up through the elevator. You know, I think my worst things is, of course, doing this at this time of the day, this time of the hours. I do not like the night.
In half a mile, keep right onto KS7 north
even if I had a pistol,
Springs.
I would not like doing this at night. You know, because just because you got a gun doesn't mean you're necessarily safe. I don't like doing apartments, because apartment complexes, a lot of them will have you go to the leasing place or going up into the building.
North towards Bonner Springs.
Sometimes you have access problems. You can't get into the apartment because a customer may give you an access code, but either it works for one door and not the first door, or, I mean, then sometimes you might deliver to an apartment place and they have a mailing kiosk machine, or, you know, a machine like that. And because I'm a contracted Amazon worker and I don't have some code or whatever, you may not be able to access the mailing compartment or get the mailing door open. So there's a lot of things that frustrate you and that are, you know, it make it irritating working for Amazon as Amazon Flex driver. It's the money's there, and it's people of all ages doing. I'm talking about kids to grown, older adults, you know, which I'm an older grown adult. So, but I thought I'd share that with you guys. This video is not intended to disclose any private, you know, information, customers' addresses, or break any policy. It's just to kind of show you guys there is money here, but it does come with frustration, as any job. It does come with irritable circumstances and concerns. So, like I said, the biggest concerns: the night, delivering to apartments, the wear on your car, on your vehicle, and you have to always keep your gas tank pretty much full, guys. Like I had barely over half a tank of gas, a little over half a tank of gas when I started today, but I went and filled it up because you don't know. Like I said, I've had routes that have used up over half a tank of gas for a 4-hour route. So on this vehicle, I'm using, no matter what, I'm going to use at least a quarter of a tank of gas in this vehicle, you know, for whether it's a 3-hour route, a short one, it's always going to be that. And that's maybe because the car needs more maintenance, you know. Like I said, it sucks that you go get maintenance on a car and then they do the maintenance for this astronomical price, and then a week later your engine light comes on. But I won't be going back there. But so I wanted to show you guys that, and I'm still not at my destination. It's 36 minutes into this video. Just out and about driving, guys. Sometimes I don't know where I be going. I went as far as Lewisburg, Leavenworth, Clay Como, Liberty, Missouri. Man, I'm talking about I have traveled, I'm talking about in all sorts of places that I didn't even know that existed. I'm talking about I had never, you know, traversed or chartered those particular roads. You know, there's Shawnee Mission Parkway. So yeah, it's a drive, guys. It is crazy. I've been doing this video. It said the trip was, it still says I got 10 minutes, guys, to get to my destination. Still got 10 minutes. So I'm gonna get off this video. Thank you guys for looking. If you're thinking about doing Amazon, be an Amazon Flex driver, download the Amazon Flex app. All you gotta do is go to Google and just type in, or put in the search bar, drive Amazon Flex, and it'll come up. And then if you got an Android phone, it might tell you the app is harmful, all that stuff. It's not. It's the real app, but certain phones just like to make you grant permission for this app to be downloaded because of the invasiveness of it, because you know you have to have your information put in it, such as your banking and your personal name and ID and all that stuff. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and I'm gonna start my route that I dislike at this time of night. I do not like pulling into anybody's driveway, but I'm gonna pause it because I want to let you guys kind of see my first delivery drop-off, where it's at, in what area, and maybe I'll kind of keep the video going to kind of show you exactly what I mean, just in case I get on some of those dirt roads or some of those gravel roads, to let you guys see how I'll be irritated. So I'll be back in a minute.
In 900 feet, turn left onto Lakewood Road.
Roller coaster sometimes. So I'm in Bonner Springs.
Turn left onto Lakewood Road.
I'm in Bonner Springs. This type of area right now is not the worst. I still don't like going to anybody's addresses at nighttime. I mean, it's bad enough people getting shot in the daytime going to people's addresses. But anyway, So I got 2 stops over this area that I know for sure. And yeah. So let's see where we're going here.
In 900 feet, turn right onto Silver Hill Drive. Then in 250 feet, turn right.
So the app will instruct you, but you really have to pay attention to the app, because a lot of times it will tell you to go right when it's telling you to go
Turn right onto Silver Hill
go
Drive,
left,
then in
or it will have you do
250 feet,
something
turn right.
like at an intersect. It'll have you to turn right
onto Silver Hill Drive. Then in 100 feet, arrive at the destination on your left.
It will have you to turn just to make a U-turn. All right, let's see.
Arrive at the destination on your left.
All right, the next delivery. Now the map just, the thing just told me to turn on left, didn't tell me to turn right. It's like it messed up. So this is what I mean by, this is not bad, because there are some lights, guys, but nevertheless, I mean, it's dark out here. I mean, it's really dark. They must got a serious trash day coming up over here. Some bulk trash day. Okay, so let's get to this next address, guys.
Turn right onto 150th Street.
So this is like one of those areas that I was telling you guys about. Just no light whatsoever on this road. And then you have to watch for those little bright eyes of those deers and things like that. But this is not even half. This ain't even the half, guys, as far as how bad it can be, as far as how dark it can be, and the neighborhoods or the area or house that you pull up in to deliver, it can get really bad. So as you can see, if my lights were not on, the only visibility you would have is whatever houses on your left here have lights on, because there's no street lights, you know. So it's not a well lit, you know, area necessarily. But this is not bad at all. When you know, when I'm out there in the country road or the country area, it seems like that's when it's bad. And who knows, that's where I could be going, you know. But that's when it's bad. So yeah, it gets a little freaky, little scary sometimes. I've had times where I've sent Carmen videos, or I took a video to show Carmen the area
arrive at
that
the destination on your left.
It's gonna just say arrive at the destination on your left. So here's where it's telling me to arrive. Now I can see that address over there. I think I was supposed to back up though. So, but how are you supposed to see this person's address over here, guys? Now I can see some lights there, but over here where I think the address is, there's no way I can see that address. Or even if it was the house on my right side here, there's no way you're gonna see that address, man. You have to actually, and I think it's this house here, but you gotta actually, I mean, you gotta pull up in somebody's driveway. And this ain't even a long driveway like the brick ones I'm talking about. So hold on, guys, I gotta get a flashlight.
Continue for 3 miles on 158th Street.
See, there's some of these long driveways, guys, but the thing about it is it's more of a playing field rather than all these trees, and I mean, man, it sucks sometimes. So I got more 5 minutes of driving, and I don't know if at some point it's going to transition over to, you know, rocky dirt, whatever roads, you know. .4:40 in the morning, guys. 4:40 in the morning. Can you imagine that? Amazon starts early. They don't do the same day promised guaranteed delivery anymore, but man, they got an army, I tell you. Yeah, that almost looked like some rocky road there, guys.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Loring Road.
It's not bad here, but nonetheless, it's still some real deep driveways, and there's some lights at least. You know, you get on those back roads, man, the country or that farming area, man, there's zero lights. I'm talking about. It's just. Woo.
In half a mile, turn right onto Loring Road.
Okay, so I'm turning right here onto Loring Road. You know, this is probably not a bad neighborhood at all in the daytime, you know, when visibility is, you know, good, great, or whatever. But at nighttime, man, in the country area here at nighttime, man, that's a problem, you know? Can you imagine? Now we're on gravel, guys, as I was telling you guys. Now, this ain't good for your car necessarily. And some of them got some serious potholes. I mean, serious. So, yeah, we're on the gravel, guys. We have come out of the city part, I guess, if you want to say. I don't know. Here we go, though.
In 250 feet, arrive at the destination on your left.
So that's the destination on the left. So it's like, I mean, look at that. They got a flag there. Look at, oh, this is just terrible. I kid you the hell not. So this is what you got to do. You got to drive up into somebody's long back. I mean, I don't know if the house is here. I guess it's here. My app be tripping, guys, because I can't see the address. Let me figure out where the hell I'm at, guys. I might be at the address. So can you actually imagine that? So it's not the house that I'm just right there at front. You guys can't even see nothing. It's the house in the back here. I mean, like, way up here. That I don't even see a damn address for. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like you way in somebody's... Now, this might be all right in the daytime, maybe. But at nighttime, like, all up in somebody's backyard, you know? With your car. Because you ain't going to walk back here, all the way back here, are you? So now I got to figure out, what's this address, guys? 243. I need to make sure I'm at the right address first. That's the thing I'm concerned about. All right, let me figure this out, guys. Yeah, that's what I mean, guys. It's, you don't know where the hell you're driving to. It's like, what's the address? Like, it's not this house here. Who the heck got a house in back of a house? It's like, huh? So 16. Yeah, beats me. It's been worse than that, guys. But that's one of the bad ones there. I mean, you got to go in back of the house. Well, one thing is for certain. If it's not his address, hopefully his neighbor, they ain't funking with each other and having issues with each other where they playing with each other's mail. But I guess that was that because they said that they made a note saying it's the house in the back. need a seatbelt. So yeah, that's the part that makes me extremely irritated. It's frightening. It's nerve-wracking, you know. And like I said, you don't have to worry about people, but you worry about animals. My first concern is animals. You know, some dog coming out that I'm gonna have to butcher, or you know, an owner, householder, or you know, somebody in a residence wondering who the hell is in my backyard, you know, and no telling if they've had issues with somebody before, you know. So yeah, it's concerning, guys. It's very it's discomforting. Let's get back to it.
Turn right.
So I got 5 miles to do on 158th Street. 5 miles. At 4 something in the morning. It's crazy, right? That's why I don't like it. I got another one tomorrow that I gotta do. It said 3:45 instead of 3:30, which ain't really any difference. On routes like that, I try not to show up early because it just makes you in the dark a little longer, you know. So, but like I said, guys, as I was telling you guys, I didn't find a route for the 5:15, you know, 5 o'clock, 6:15. I didn't find, none of those was popping up for me. So if I was going to get a route, it was going to have to be the ones I took, because that was the only thing that I was able to snatch or that was available for me, you know. And like I said, last week it really wasn't like that. So I don't know if there's something going on, like if it's, I don't know what's going on, but it wasn't like that last week. It was easier for me to get some routes, some good routes last week than it is this week. So yesterday afternoon I did a route. It was just a 3-hour route. It was like for $90-something, 3 hours. That's not bad. Actually, it wasn't. It was $85 for 3 hours. That was one I could find. But like I said, these routes here I found this route when I was leaving the Superfleet on Sunday. Just happened to be refreshing while I'm driving, you know, and it popped up, and I was end up getting it, you know. But all Saturday night, and I couldn't find anything. So, and then while I was at work Sunday, I ended up finding the one for tomorrow, which doesn't pay as good as this one at all. That one's only like 120, but 4 hours, which is still pretty good, but you know, it's not the best. Like I said, it's really all I can find, all I could snatch, you know. And it's not like a whole lot were coming up, you know. Honestly, it's like, but you see all those drivers out there, and it would lead me to believe otherwise, that a whole lot of dang routes showed up, because a whole lot of people were there. I've never seen it that packed, guys. So I don't know what changes might be going on, if there's a new somebody that's scheduling now, or doing the scheduling, because I know they've made some changes, like last week, because I went up in there without my ID, because I left it at the Superfleet Sunday, and I came up in there on a Wednesday last week, and the new guy up in there said, "Oh, you can't use your ID on your phone. You gotta have a physical one." I was really upset about that. I was like, wow, this cost me $100, man. So, but then after that, they started having everybody show their ID right after that, guys. I end up going to the super fleet and getting my ID, of course. I need to slow down some because you gotta be careful. Those deers out here. See their little eyeballs reflecting the light. But this is all like country, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. This might be cool in the daytime. I mean, no problem whatsoever. But for 4 and 5 in the morning, when it's dark like this, you see the stars up there, guys? You can't see them. Let me slow down again. I'm going like 55. I need to be going like 45, to be honest. So in an area like this, you know, for some reason, if somebody hits a deer or run off the road, or and it's just pitch black out here, you got to have a whole lot of better have a charger in that car, or phone, battery life, or something, because
keep right onto Golden Road.
Look at that, man. You see all this stuff, guys? That's somebody's house. Turn down that way, you know what I'm saying? Up into some gravel area, somebody's house. Man, I'm telling you, boy. I don't know how some people, I'm a guy and no coward whatsoever. I'm talking about you in for a fight, you know? But I don't know how some people do it, and some people, like, you see all the people that were out there tonight, and it's equal for everybody. I mean, I guess, you know, some people have, maybe they've have in their filter and their settings where they don't want to go to certain locations. I have heard, you know, Mark, you know,
in a quarter mile, make a hard left turn onto Linwood Road.
Say, Steel Bill's brother say there were certain areas he was not delivering to. He said, I am not going up in there, man. You know, not without, you know.
Make a hard left turn onto Linwood Road, KS 32.
Yeah, it's man, it's real. Man, what's going on here? I gotta turn left. Hard left turn. It's like I went all the way. It's like I went all the way one direction just to turn around on the highway to go the other direction. I guess, yeah, right. Get my high brights off this person's car. Alright, guys, I'm gonna travel this path a little bit and I'll be back with you. So I got like 13 more minutes before my next stop. And you know, working this shift here has its benefits for some people. Some people say, I've heard one person say they like it because there's nobody out. You know, you don't have to worry about the traffic. Because at the doing some routes at, you know, high traffic times, you know, where people are getting off work or either going to work or, you know, school routes or whatever it may be, the traffic jams can really and depending on if it's an accident or something in the road, it can really hinder your block, your route that you're doing, you're delivering. It can make you late, things like that. And the app, once you're late delivering a package, the app will talk about you're late. And, it records your successful deliveries and the time in which you deliver them. So you're on a clock, but in a sense you're not on a clock, you know. But it will hold against you if you deliver packages like at beyond a certain time, especially if you don't call in and give an explanation of it, you know. And Amazon will, say if it's you work an extra 30 minutes or so, an hour after you were supposed to be done, they will grant you whatever pay rate you were getting for that extra hour. You know, so if you was making $20 an hour, you get extra 20 bucks or whatever you was making. If it, you know, was a problem with the app, or like one time I had the app was sending
In
me
2
to
miles,
wrong
keep left
locations.
onto 174th Street.
Sending me to the wrong location, as well as to businesses that were not even open, even though they had it in the system. The owners left messages in the system, or you know, they put their open hours in the system, and you know, it was still in my route. You know, they open at 10 o'clock, and here I am at 7 and 8 in the morning trying to deliver packages. So the benefit of driving this early, having a route this early, is it leaves you open to take another route later on. So that's the benefit that some people might want to do. So if you got people that's doing this route here, say they're getting 120, 100 bucks, or 150 bucks, or 179 or $180, whatever they get, because there's some that are getting that money like that. If they work again, say from 2 to 5, or
in 1 mile, keep left onto 174th Street.
If they work from, say, you know, 3:30 till 8, or 5 to 8, and then they do another route at 11 till 2, you know, that's a good work day for them. You know, they come out of there with 300 bucks or whatever, you know, something like that. And that's a very good, you know, earnings for that day, you know, and especially for those that are doing it, you know, those that are doing it multiple times a day.
Street.
Okay, so sending me all out further in the country, guys. But I'm just personally not a fan of doing it at nighttime. Just you know, I can do
left onto 174th Street.
I can do the 5 something, you know, right when it's about that time to back on the dirt roads, guys.
174th Street.
Back on the dirt roads. I can do the say the 5 something to, you know, 5 in the morning till 9, you know, 5:45, 9:45, 4 hours like that, or 5 to 10 or whatever. I can do that because, you know, by the time I get to the station and pick up my things, I can take my time picking them up, you know, load them into the car, the vehicle, and then I still got 7 minutes, guys. So wherever it's taking me deep into this little area. So I still have time to I got some daylight. I can look at that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this type of stuff, guys. But I still got some daylight. But so I can do that, you know, I like that. And it still gives you time to accept another route later on if you want to take another one at 12 o'clock, you know, to 5 o'clock, you know, or 5:15 at night to 9 something at night, you know. It still gives you a chance to take another route, another block. But yeah, I just don't like I don't like this night stuff, especially when the addresses are not like the one house we went to. You can't really see addresses like that. I still couldn't see address on that house. So the person had a message in there talking about it was in the back. It's the house in the back. Okay. If you ask me, that house that was in front was in the back. You know? But I guess I get what he was trying to say. But it looked like it was more houses than that back there. It could have been another house back there. This video is long. Got y'all on this drive with me. So this is what I've been doing, guys, trying to get all these books balanced. There's a lot of things I gotta take care of. So I've been doing this, hazarding myself. And you know, this is the option because, you know, there's some people say you can work for Lyft, and Lyft does real good, I heard. I'm not really comfortable with somebody sitting in back of me in a car. I'm just not comfortable being a taxi driver in a sense, you know, being a chauffeur in that sense, you know, picking up people from clubs and hotels and airports at nighttime. I'm not cool. Now, if I was driving and they was in the front and I was in the back driving, I ain't got a problem with that. I can see you, you know. But when you can't necessarily see people, I mean, I just, and I'm sure people feel uncomfortable doing that, you know. I'm sure people feel real uncomfortable doing that. We just came over a whole bridge, guys. Hey, we got out of the rocks, guys. So we're in a kind of a community that want to pay for some pavement, some road work done, some infrastructure. Yep. So yeah, I still got 3 minutes before I get to wherever this address is at. And these particular houses, they're not too bad. I've seen some that just deep up in the country, guys. I'm talking about, like, man, it's like you gotta drive your car way up in there. It's like, man, I'd rather leave the package right on the curb, right here on the road, and tell you your package is right out there. You go get it as soon as you can, you know, because there's a deer down there. Gotta watch these guys. He just crossed the road as slow as he could. All right, buddy, go on, graze. Get you some graze.
In 900 feet, turn left onto Kansas Avenue.
Kansas Avenue, guys. Turn left. It's a stop sign here. Man, this is just, boy. This is just
Turn
terrible.
left onto Kansas Avenue.
Terrible. Kansas Avenue. It almost looked like it's like 5 in the morning, y'all guys. It's like 5 because I started at 3:30. I got over here like 4 something, so it has to be 5 something already. But it almost looked like it's trying to get daylight out there. It starts getting daylight about 6 o'clock. So if this is 3:30 to 8, of course I'll be done hopefully around 7. So I'll get an hour of my drive in the daytime, which
In 900 feet, enter a private road.
I don't like that sound, guys. We be entering this private road. 900 feet in a private road. And then you be having these last houses.
Enter a private road.
You have these last houses down here. So entering a private road. So am I supposed to turn left or right? Because here's what my map says, guys. Let me show you without revealing the address. That's what the map says. See how this map works? It said enters a private road. So I guess I'm turning left there. Look, this is what I mean. This is, I see something there. Something. There's a marker there, but I don't know if that's, I guess I'm going in the right direction because the address says there's a whole gate. They got a whole gate there. Oh, guys, I do not like this, man. What if a whole lot of...
Head west, then in 700 feet make a U-turn.
Oh, see, I'm in the wrong area, guys. See, that's what I mean by this damn map. It just does not have clear directions.
Make a hard left turn onto a driveway.
Where the hell is a driveway? This is what I mean, guys. This is horrible. See where it's got me? It's like you got to figure this stuff out. So now I got to back up, get the hell out of this jungle, and figure out where the hell I'm going. See, there's a house over there, but that has nothing to do with over here. So It just said I was in the wrong area, but man, I do not even know. Can't even see. You can't even see backing up for real. It's like you pull up in there, and then if you gotta back all the way the hell out, like, come on, man. This might be okay. This might be okay in the daytime. I mean, honestly, this might be all good in the daytime, but at nighttime when there is no lighting, man, that's not cool at all. Look, I got close to that damn pole too. Tear up your dang car. You gotta pay for that. Amazon ain't paying for none of that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna back up some and get this app a little bit. What the hell is this app saying? So here's what it's saying, guys. This is what I mean. It's telling me turn left. Basically, hard left turn onto a driveway. Let me slow down because I don't want to go in the ditch. So let me see what's going on here, guys. So I do not know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna go up this way a little bit and see what happens. Maybe it's right here. Maybe it's this one here. Maybe it's this one. Let me see.
In 100 feet, arrive at the destination.
And you can't really see you pull in right in the side of this person's house, then you go around to the front. It's like, man.
Arrive at the destination.
It's like, this is not clear. This ain't clear and this ain't cool. This is not cool pulling up into somebody's house like this. I just don't like this. Hold on, guys.
In 900 feet, turn right onto County Route 6. Turn right onto County Route 6. In a quarter mile, turn left onto 174th Street. Turn left onto 174th Street. Continue for 1 mile on 174th Street. 900 feet, turn left onto Westridge Road. Turn left onto Westridge Road.
So it is getting daylight. It's starting. It's
Turn right
5:30.
onto 174th Street.
So another 30 minutes or so, and then have some daylight. It'd be nice if you could just get your packages at 3 something in the morning, 4 in the morning, and then just sit for a couple of hours or whatever, or go back to sleep, you know, for a couple of hours, and then get up at like around this time or 6 o'clock, and then start delivering the packages while it's daylight, you know. But Amazon don't work that way. I mean, you could do it, but it'd
Turn
have,
left onto
it'd
US
have them
24,
late.
US 40, State Avenue.
It'd have the packages arriving late, whereas Amazon has probably told them the customer their package is going to be at a certain time. Yeah. All right, so I got a couple more minutes before I get to my next stop, and I'll see you guys. So, yeah, as I was saying, I only had 20 packages for this, as you guys saw. Now, Hidden Ridge. Now, that's just 20 packages, and I've been doing this. I got over here at what?
In a quarter mile, turn right to enter a private road.
Quarter mile. I got over here at, let's see, 3:30. I got over here a little after 4. So it's been an hour, and probably an hour and a half almost.
In 100 feet, arrive at the destination.
Oops, where are we at? You say enter a private road.
Head north on 166th Street. Then
Hold on,
make
guys,
a U-turn on 166th Street.
It up. That's one of those times where the app got confused a little bit. Or it could have been I wasn't paying attention. Or both. But let's get to the next page. Really nice neighborhood here. And it's getting daytime, so as it starts to get earlier, we get less concerned. I like looking at the houses too, guys. I really do like seeing a lot of beautiful houses. I saw so many beautiful houses, crazy. So I've definitely toured some very nice houses.
Turn left onto Chestnut Street.
I mean, some that were, some I've took pictures of, some I kind of try to remember the address so I can look it up later and see what they kind of go for around about in that area, pricing maybe or something like that. Because some of them were a whole lot of money.
In 900 feet, turn right onto North 152nd Street. Then in 250 feet, arrive at the destination on your right.
900 feet. Alright guys, so let's get this on and popping.
600 feet, turn right onto Hickory Street.
So it's pretty much daylight now. It's pretty much daylight. And where am I going? Pretty much daylight now, so all my
Turn
concerns
right onto Hickory
pretty
Street.
much, for the most part, gone. Just don't like doing it at nighttime like that. And I still got like 7 packages left, guys. I mean, so normally, of course, I would move a lot faster, but it is night. It was nighttime, so it's not really much you can do at nighttime. You got to kind of like, you know, go at that pace. But hey, it's pretty nice. But you just kind of got to go at your pace, your own pace at nighttime like that. You know, it's, you know, based off your area, surroundings, visibility, you know, whatever other factors are
in a quarter
there.
mile, turn right onto Wellington Place Drive.
But I'm gonna get out of here. Everything for you guys, without the option of, with the exception of, you know, not showing you like how you scan it and all that stuff. It's really app driven, you know. I mean, it's really all app based. I mean,
turn right onto Wellington
the
Place
app will
Drive.
show you step by step how to do all that stuff, you know. But yeah, like I said, if you're thinking about doing this, hey, you know, it will give you some extra funds. Don't be like me and wait till the last minute to start doing it. If you got some free time that you just want to go make a few bucks, go ahead and do it now, you know. But use precautions, you know, as I said, when you're pulling up into people's houses and things like that. You know, be aware
In
of your
250
surroundings.
feet, arrive at the destination on your left.
You don't
Arrive
want
at the destination on your left.
you don't want to be 428. All right. Yeah, you don't want to be necessarily just not unaware of your, whether it's night or daytime. So, with that being said, thanks for the long drive. I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. I still got 7 packages left. I thought the thing said 20. Didn't it say 20? I thought it said 20, but it might have said 20. I don't know what it said, guys. Hold up. See, that's how it says. There's my route there. It's gonna show. That's 6 number. My next stop is number 16. Next stop is number 16. So you hit the travel.
Make a U-turn on Wellington Place Drive.
So the next one
Then
is
in a quarter
16.
mile, turn left onto North 155th Street.
The next one is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So unless I got 21 packages, I don't know. But if there's an extra package, because some people do scan all of their packages, and I do need to get out of these people's driveway. Some people do scan every package that they get. I do not at some locations, such as the Amazon in Riverside or something like that, Shawnee Mission as well. The warehouses there will have you to, you do scan every package that you leave with there. They have you scan. I mean, the system, the app has you scan every package there, which is good, because there was one time where I had a package that was not in there. And then sometimes you get a package that was not
Turn
supposed
left
to be
onto
in
North
there.
155th Street.
You know, and all you do is return them back to the station. The problem with returning packages back to the station, guys, is that, say for instance, I got to go all the way out to Shawnee Mission to get a route, and then the route sends me all the way. Let's say it sends me all the way back to the North Kansas City. Well, if I got a package that I can't deliver in North Kansas City,
Turn right onto
then guess
Leavenworth
what?
Road.
I'm supposed to take that package back to the station in Shawnee, Kansas, which could be another 40 minutes in another direction, which could make you work very much longer. So that's not a cool thing at all when you got to
Continue for 2
return to the
miles on
station.
Leavenworth
Or
Road.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you pick up a package at. If you pick up a package, say for instance you pick up a package at like where I picked up today, but let's say you live in the Northland, and let's say it has you go down to where you live at to deliver the packages, and then you got a couple of packages that could not be delivered, or for whatever the reason might be, you got to take those packages all the way back out to that station. Now they give you till 10 a.m. to do it the next day, but what if you're not even scheduled to work that day, next day, you know? that means you gotta drop that thing off, you know. So it's like, that sucks. But yeah, so that sucks. I personally, that package would probably be at another location where I would take it to, because nobody wants to drive an extra 40 or 50 minutes or even 30 minutes, to be honest, in a different direction, especially if they're scheduled for, like, say 6 to 10 and it's already 9:15, it's already 10 o'clock. You don't want to drive, you don't want to be driving after your scheduled hours to just to go return a package. It's like, nah, y'all need to figure out a way to come get this package, you know. But that is it, guys. I'm out of here. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys saw something that it might interest you. Like I said, it's some money here. You do gotta, people are fighting for it. I mean, literally, it's a fight. You know, you gotta really stay on top of the app and always trying to refresh. I did want to show you guys some things like that. So maybe that'll be the last thing on this video that I'll show you guys is when I'm done with this route, and show you how to look for some deliveries. So that may be the case. If not, I'll see you guys later. So we'll see. You really gotta love these dirt pavement roads. I got, like, this was like a 17-minute drive. For this one, I got like 13 minutes left. So this ain't necessarily cool at nighttime, you know. If this had been one of the routes that was like early on, I don't like these kind of routes. Very distasteful, discomforting. I don't like my car on these stuff either, you know. And then up ahead, you might see some potholes and stuff like that. Maybe some bad ones on these kind of roads I'm talking about. I've seen some real deep ones. Bridge. A whole lot of skid marks, that's for sure. So there's a house. If you turn up into something like that, it's like, man, where the heck am I going in these people's house, you know? Like, what the heck? Alright, so if it's something interesting on the next delivery, I'll let you guys see it. I got 12-minute drive still, and it might be on all this. Yeah, it's happened quite a bit. 12-minute drive on all this type of stuff, man. It's not cool. Yeah, especially going all up in people's houses, up in their driveways, and then you reach some people who have they have fences or gates. You can't even get in the gate, you know, to deliver their package. I'll be back. A lot of private property over here for sure.
In 900 feet, turn right onto 203rd Street.
Still got 7 minutes, guys. There's a house way over there. I'm talking about way over there by itself. So this would be like really, when you're driving, as you guys can see.
Turn right onto 203rd Street.
As you guys can see, the back, can't really see it right now, but the back window will be like muddy. I'm talking about from all the,
Continue for 2 miles on
muddy,
203rd
you know?
Street.
Like 2 more miles. Like, come on, man. This is good for like a Jeep or a truck, you know, that has those kind of tires, those big old, you know, off-road tires. That's what I mean by the country, guys. Cows. You be all up in this part of town, driving, delivering packages to like literally agricultural land, farmland, you know. pulling up into people's long distance driveways. And I ain't talking about the ones that have a clear path like that one either. Oh, y'all just kind of hanging out now, yeah. Just hanging out with me now. Particularly know how many packages I got in this area, or if I'm just, I like it when I go through something like this and then it'll exit me out on a main road or something like that. Look at that driveway, way back there, guys. It's like way back there. Guys, so I'll be back. I really wonder if people who live out here in this kind of area, if they actually, some cows over there, if they actually have to have a P.O. box or something like that. Because some carriers may not deliver to certain, I don't know if this is going to be considered a rural area or what it might be, but I don't know if certain local, local post offices deliver to these areas. I guess maybe they do. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Going back there delivering. Alright guys, so I'm gonna stop this video because my phone is about to die. And it started at 100%. I'm out.